The only thing that ever needs to be healed in the world is just a sense of separation. You can't find any problem that is derived out of human activity that is not ultimately rooted in some profound proverbial sense of separation. It's this place where we feel separate from the planet, separate from each other, separate from our own selves, separate from our spiritual essence, our material good, separate from our freedom or our sense of safety. And this sense of separation provokes power imbalances aimed at protecting self-preservation. What heals this sense of separation is a new understanding of oneness. It's an awareness of our innate connectedness to one another. Another name for this oneness is love. But I'm not just talking about the emotional response to fondness. I'm talking about the Greek agapeo transcendent love that embraces oneness, frankly, in spite of what it is that we feel about one another. Agapeo love is a choice. It is a direction of the will. Agapeo love is the healing agent that Mother Teresa and the Dalai Lama and Desmond Tutu and the sages of the ages speak of. In fact, Mahatma Gandhi described this oneness love as a soul force, for it is the power backed behind nonviolent social political change, as well as interpersonal conflict resolution. I contend that it is time for us to evolve beyond the golden rule of do unto others as you would have them do unto you, which inadvertently reinforces an us and a them. Even our quote-unquote win-win strategies are collaborations to honor each other's otherness. It's time for us to move to a more inclusive, love your neighbor as yourself. It's time for us to evolve to a new sense of oneness, which will require that we develop an identity of we. I often say there are at least two sides to every story, and then there's the truth. And in the truth, there's room enough for everybody. But we'll never be able to discern the truth as long as we are still clinging to our sides. We won't discern the truth until we are willing to relinquish our attachment to our side. There is something greater, there is something more comprehensive than our respective sides, and the clinging to it makes us miss possible synergies. We assume that differences of opinion will result in conflict. But that really isn't the case. We falsely equate opposition to ideas with opposition to the people. Conflict is not around the differences of opinion. Conflict is around the polarization that happens around the differences of opinion. The conflict is the polarization, not the differences. We actually have the power to de-escalate any tension, personal or global, by refusing to polarize. As long as we stay engaged in the we, there always remains some greater possibility. We are at the most creative moment in human evolution. And yet, the evolution of our entire species is hinging upon our capacity to leap into a new identity of we. Dr. Martin Luther King speaks of this when he says that with our technologies, we have turned the world into a neighborhood, but we have yet to have transformed it into a brotherhood or a sisterhood. This oneness that I am talking about is not just some warm and fuzzy ethereal construct. Quantum physics demonstrates and has documented that every time we breathe, we are breathing in bits and particles, not only of each other, but of everybody who has ever walked the planet. This reframing of our human existence as a we is revolutionary. It is as revolutionary as the discovery that the earth was neither flat nor the center of the universe. A new we is as revolutionary as humankind being genetically linked to primates as our ancestors. It's time for us to evolve. But what most stands in the way of our human evolution right now is a rugged, individualistic mindset that so often plagues our modern industrialized societies. Yet, global citizenship, the unleashing of the collective creative genius, requires that we operate as a human family, connected to and interdependent upon one another. I'd like to invite you to join me. Let us be bold. Let us be brave. Let our intent to evolve be clear and deliberate. Let us live in oneness and actually be the we that humanity was designed, and I truly believe destined to be. Please consider and think on these things. And thank you.